And I will mute I'll mute everybody.
Yes.
To
Okay. All right. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Yes. I'm going to start the class today with a theme in mind. And I was going to share something, but I need to be host to do that. So I don't think we can do that, can we, somewhere, because you're recording this one? Okay, yes. I will, I had the photo I wanted to share with you, but I can tell you the words. So the theme for today is the very first verse in the sutra, you know, the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, which is the first book where yoga was properly put together as a set of asana and principles and philosophy. And the first verse of Patanjali Yoga Sutra is Atta Yoga Anushasanam. Atta Yoga Anushasanam. So that is, and now yoga begins. Now the principles and the practices of yoga begin. And I thought that's such an important way to start, especially as it's springtime. So we're thinking about new beginnings. We can see new life starting on the grounds with the flowers, with the birds and the lambs. And, you know, the whole of life is coming back to flourish. So I thought it would be lovely to start with this principle Atta. So now, yoga, we all know yoga, of course, Anushasanam, which is like the all the precepts of yoga, all the principles of yoga. In simple words, we'll say, and now yoga begins. So my invitation for today would be for you to remove anything that is a distraction, in particular phones. So if you have a mobile phone, put it out of the way, face down on silent, or even switch it off. Any other, you know, gadgets you might have, put them all out of your way and really step into this practice of yoga now, Atta Yoga. So I will remind you of this principle and invite you to come back to the space here. So we practice for about an hour. Pace yourself, have sips of water, take breaks anytime you need to, listen to your body, and ultimately enjoy the class. Okay, have fun with it. So we're gonna start by chanting Om 3 times. So the way we start is by sitting down, of course. So make sure that you're nice and comfortable, cross-legged or however you want to sit. You can sit on a chair as well, of course, if you want to. And when you're ready, just let your eyes close. Place the hands, Namaskar Mudra, in front of the heart center. Take a nice long breath in through the nose and let it out. And now we start chanting Om 3 times. Breathing in. Om. And stay for a moment. Stay in this space. Set an intention if you want for this class. Maybe you can use the theme of the class. Be present now. Atta Yoga Anushasanam. Or anything that makes sense to you. And then slowly blinking the eyes open and place the hands on your lap. Okay, I would invite you to start moving the body a little bit from side to side. So hands are on your lap. This you can do from seated on the chair. You can do it on the floor. Very nice and simple, like a wave. So imagine if you were a plant and you're nice and solid at the bottom. So your hips, your glutes, your legs are strong and grounded, like the roots of a plant. But then the rest, the stem and the petals, they're nice and flowy and soft. So that this plant can bend without snapping with the wind. We've seen lots of wind, especially yesterday. And the most resistant plants are the ones that can bend with the wind and they do not snap, they don't break. So keep going a little bit longer, making maybe the movements a little bigger with the shoulders, let's say, beautiful. Move at your own pace. That's it. A few more of this. And then come back into your center. And now we're going to move a little bit from side to side. So just one hand on the floor or on your lap if you're sitting on a chair, and then move the other arm up, side bending to one side. That's it. And then go to the other side. Warming up the waist, warming up the shoulders and arms. So the energy of spring is beautiful, isn't it? It makes us feel oh so much happier, lighter. And it's also connected in some branches of yoga. We connect the spring with two organs in the body, two very important organs. One is the liver and the other one is the gallbladder. You probably all heard of both of them, of course. They're on the right side of the body, a couple more of those. And later on, we're going to trace the meridians, the energy lines that run in our body and in connection with the liver and gallbladder. And then the last one, and come back into your center. Make some circles with your shoulders going back. That's it. And then come back into your center. And now we're moving side to side, but in a torsion. So we're doing a twist. So twist to one side and then to the other. So it's like you're oiling up your joints, you're massaging your internal organs and warming up the body, preparing for your yoga asana. Well, we already started our yoga asanas, haven't we? And maybe if you wish, you can stay for a little bit onto your twist, checking how you're feeling on one side of the twist, and then try the other side. Careful to maintain the shoulders open, not to round up the shoulders, the belly button in. And then maybe a few more of those beautiful flowing twists. And then you come back into your space, into your center. Now we make circles forwards. And if you haven't already, the invitation is to activate your Ujjayi Pranayam, where you breathe in and out through the nose and feeling that little sweep of the breath at the back of the throat. So you're producing a sound similar to the sound of the ocean. Try right here. Maybe if you want, you can start with the mouth open. Without forcing, the breath is still gentle, but there is a slight constriction at the back of the throat. And then try with the lips sealed. And this is really important. This breathing, you can keep it throughout the practice, and will be a way where you can also observe how you're working. If the breath becomes too fast, maybe you're working too fast, you need to slow down. If you forget about the breath, that's an invitation to come back. Hatha Yoga Anushanasana is an invitation to come back to the present. So the breath is incredibly powerful in our practice, of course. Now from here, I'm going to remove my cushion. If you want, you can do the same, or you can keep your cushion underneath. I'll show you why. We're going to If you are sitting on a chair, you probably need to adapt to this one. If you're sitting on the floor, you can follow me. Put the right leg in front of the left, like a Siddhasana. If you're on a chair, you can just stretch forward. It's going to be quite similar. Then plant both hands down in front of you. Spread the finger pads, particularly press down the index and thumb fingers down. And really release the shoulders slowly, moving a little from side to side, like we were doing a moment ago. And then as you start to loosen up, maybe you can start to walk the fingers a little further forwards. That's it. You got it already. Beautiful. You know what you're doing. That's it. And then maybe you can keep coming forwards. You're warming up the spine, the shoulders, the arms here. Also little the abdominal muscles as you keep moving. And then maybe you can stretch even further. There is a point where you can probably not come any further. You don't want to lift your glutes. So try to keep your bottom glute down onto the surface you're sitting on, and then keep moving side to side, and then come to a still position. You can close your eyes if you want, or you can keep them semi-open, but really keep the back nice and straight. So try not to round the shoulders. Stay 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Now let's walk towards the right side with both hands. You don't need to go too far. If you are sitting down on a chair, you probably can extend the arms forwards like this. If you are on the ground, you can do this like me. And then you can try and stretch the left hand a little bit further than the right, so that you're really stretching all the left side of the body. And here we're working with the lines of the gallbladder, which we will trace later on, so that they run on this part of the body. So breathe here, relax, lengthen the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Come back into the center, stretch the spine for a moment, and then walk your hands towards your left side. And once you are on the left side, try to stretch the right arm like you want to reach for something in front of you. So the right arm goes in front of the left, like when a car is taking over another. And here, stretch the spine nice and long. Try to keep the back of the neck relaxed and long. So don't do funny things with the neck. You want to maintain it nice and soft. Stay, relax, sink into the pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Come back into the center, maybe up on your finger pads. Inhale, stretch the spine. Exhale, round the shoulders, and slowly walk yourself all the way up to seated. Close your eyes for a moment. Take nice long breath in and out. In, out. Couple more like this. Just observe how you're feeling. Be in this moment. Don't let your mind guide you to different paths and narratives. Come back to the present, and then blinking the eyes open. We're going to do one more side bend. We do this with the mudra, Kali mudra, where we interlace all the fingers except the index. So index fingers come together, that's it. The thumbs are crossed at the front, and then we lift all the way up. So here we're stretching the side body once more. Take an inhale and grow a little bit taller, and exhale, side bend towards the left side or one side. It doesn't matter really which one. Inhale back in the center, exhale the other side. That's inhale center, exhale side, inhale center, exhale side. That's an inhale center. Stay for the exhale. Now we're going to keep the breath inside the body for a count of 5. If that's too much for you, you breathe out when you need to. So inhale, grow a little taller. Hold the breath inside the body. Hold the breath in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, release, soften the arms a little, and then we're gonna go again. This time we're breathing in, counting 5, and holding the root lock, Mula Bandha. You're squeezing the pelvic floor muscles slightly in and up, okay? So don't go too deep with that, just listen to your body. So inhale, stretch, hold the breath inside the body, squeeze your Mula Bandha, in and up, hold, smile if you can, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, open the arms out to the side, and release all the way down. Well done, make some circles with your arms, inhaling up and exhaling down, crossing one arm and then the other in front, inhale and exhale, exhale. Listen to the sound of your Ujjayi Pranayam. Just notice how the body is feeling. If you're listening to your body, if you are being careful, but at the same time, pushing yourself a little bit so that you challenge your body without straining too much, and then let your hands rest on your lap. Now, if you still have, if you're seated on the floor and you still have the right leg in front of the left, let's swap over. So now the left leg is in front of the right. Glue your sitting bones down, grow tall through the spine. And we do it again. Just now you can notice perhaps a difference. So we're gonna do a second time where we put the hands in front of us, spreading the finger pads, and then slowly walking forwards. If you're on the chair, you can do the same, but you're just stretching into the air, or you can stretch with your hands on your lap, depending on how you're feeling. And now you're coming down, and you might notice that your body now is a little bit more pliable. You can come down much easier because you warmed up the body. And you can stay here, breathing, closing the eyes. 5, 4, stretch as long as you can. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Now we walk to the right side, stretch the left hand a little bit further than the right, and stay again here, long spine, relax the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into the center, and then go towards the other side. This is the last one. Bring the right hand in front of the left, so you're really stretching the right side of the body. Relax the neck, shoulders away from the ears, look forwards or close your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, everybody. Come back into the center on your finger pads. Really lengthen the spine here, release the neck, and then slowly walk all the way back. Relax into your space. Very, very good work. So we warmed up quite a few parts of our bodies. I want to do something for the neck as well before we flow into more standing positions. So let's just start with very simple neck rolls. So bring the chin all the way down towards your chest, and then go to one side, choose one side, and then you can roll all the way up and to the other side. Move really carefully and slowly. If you have severe neck issues, you can just move from side to side without going all the way up like this. And if you're doing the full circles, do about 3 circles or so, and then you reverse, you go to the other side. Move with integrity, move slowly. And once you've done about 3 circles, slowly lift the chin so it's parallel to the floor. And just a couple of words around the alignment. So once you lift your chin and you notice the chin is parallel to the floor, that's great. But some of us have a tendency to come forwards, don't we? We tend to round the shoulders, we tend to look at things, we're peering, we kind of like crinkle up the eyes. So the invitation is to bring the chin back so that your ears, your earrings, if you're wearing earrings, or imagine you're wearing earrings, are on top of your shoulders. So if you notice you do that, Just really, even with the fingers, just bring your chin back and notice the difference. Immediately you feel that you are actually more aligned. And then keep the shoulders down. So if you need to remind yourself about shoulders, just make some circles back and then keep the shoulders down your back. Now lift your left arm up and then place it just on top of and behind the crown of the head. So you're just holding with the palm of your hand the back of your head. And now from here, use an inhale to grow nice and tall through the spine. Exhale, gently invite the elbow down and slowly bring the head down a little bit without forcing too much. And then on an inhale, you're gonna open out to the side like you're opening a window and you're looking gently up and towards the left. So exhaling down, this is the action. Inhaling up. And only you know how far you can go. So listen to what your body is telling you. Exhale. Inhale. And this is a torsion as well. So be careful with your shoulders, but especially be careful with the neck. And the last one, exhale down. And inhale all the way up. Once you're up, release the hand on your head to place it down. And then for a moment, to just turn your head towards the left side. See the amount of motion that you have here, the range of motion. Notice what you see maybe around your wall or any detail around your room. And then come back into the center. We're going to do it again on the other side. So inhale, lift the right arm up this time. Exhale, bring the palm of the hand just behind the top of your head. And then gently guide the head all the way down. And then with the inhalation, start to lift. This could be even a sunflower opening to the sun and look all the way up. And then with the exhale, you know the flowers at nighttime, they close up again. So this is the flower closing. Inhale, open. Feel the expansion through the chest as well, the lungs. Exhale, close. Inhale, breathe through the lower lobes of your lungs all the way. And then exhale, feel the breath going, sweeping all the way out. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And when you inhale and open, stay, exhale, move your hand down on your lap, and then slowly turn your head towards the right side. Stay for a moment. Look. Maybe find a spot in your room, something you really like, a picture or a color, or maybe some reflection of the sun playing on your wall. And then come back into the center, maybe with a smile on your face. And just notice how you're feeling. The last thing we're going to do is cat cows. So we can do this from sitting down. You can bring the hands on your lap, using an inhalation to open the shoulders, let your belly relax, come slightly forwards and looking a little up. And then exhale, round the shoulders, tuck the tailbone under, chin down for the cat. Coming back with your torso. Inhaling, lengthening the spine, opening the collarbones, looking slightly up. Exhaling, rounding the shoulders for the cat, looking down, coming back. Couple more. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Really feel the freedom you are experiencing your spine by making those wave-like movements. Make them yours. Feel the expansion and the contraction. And then come back into the center. If your eyes are closed, make sure you open them again. And now we've been with our legs crossed for quite a long time for those of us who are sitting on the ground. So just stretch the legs in front of you for a moment, and then simple kind of moving of the legs up and down a few times. That's it. And then warm up the legs with your hands, especially the knee joints. It can get a little bit, sometimes it gives us problems, especially when it's cold weather or icy like it is now. So rub the legs, let's say keep going, the backs of the legs, whatever you can reach. Maybe you can bend one hand and even warm up the sole of the foot, the toes. You know, if you have arthritis, that kind of stuff, or just if you want to have a good night's sleep, massaging your feet with a little oil, like sesame oil or brahmi oil. It's a really good way to relax before sleep. You can add maybe a couple of drops of lavender oil. You can do that on your hair as well, on your scalp, on your hands. And we have so many, of course, nerve endings in those areas. So those areas are really sensitive, and we can use them to tap into our nervous system to calm ourselves down. Okay, so now we warmed up the legs a little bit. We come into a standing position, so take your time. If for whatever reason you cannot stand today, you can probably adapt to a sitting down position. So wherever you are, you can do yoga. Yoga is for everybody. So if you cannot stand up, do sitting down. But if you can stand up, the invitation is to try and get to a standing position. Hopefully you can still see me okay. All right. Once you're standing, just check your alignment. So check that your feet are really pressing down into the ground. And check that your toes are pointing forwards, and spread the 10 toes. So feel the 10 toes spreading onto the ground. And then when you're able to, come up on your 10 toes for a moment. And then as you come down, see if you can spread the heels so that they're gently pushing back. This way you feel the four corners of the feet pressing down into the ground, like the plant I was telling you about, rooted down into the ground. And then you want to start to activate the legs by pressing the feet firmly down. You feel your legs getting stronger, active, preparing for work. Feel your tailbone pressing down towards the ground, belly button in, shoulders open, chest open, chin tucked in, crown of the head nice and long. Palms facing forwards for your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Take a couple of breaths here. We're going to do half sun salutes, Surya Namaskar, so just the beginning of Surya Namaskar, just to warm up the body and prepare it for whatever we're going to do the rest of the day. So on an inhale, sweep the arms all the way out and up. And then on the exhale, let them release all the way down. So we're just warming up here. We do 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, lift. This time as you release down, exhale, bend the knees and start to come down for Uttanasana, forward fold. Reach, if you can, all the way down. If you cannot, you have high blood pressure, heart problems, you can rest your forearms on top of your thighs, looking slightly forward. If you're all the way down, stay. Keep a soft bend in the knees. Breathe here. Don't forget the breath. Don't forget to be totally present to this moment. Begin to engage the belly button in to support the lower spine. And then on an inhale, pressing firmly through the feet, lift all the way up once more, arms out and up. Exhale, arms release all the way down. Okay, we're gonna go again. This time we're gonna integrate one more pose into this. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up as tall as you can. Exhale, spread your big wings like a bird and cascade down. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, hands on the shins or on your thighs, long spine, look forwards. Exhale, release down. Inhale again, 2 more times, hands on your legs, belly in, open the chest. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale. Exhale. And then press into the feet, bending the knees, arms out to the side. Inhale, all the way up, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, hands down. We're gonna do one more time. Pace yourself. If you need to take breaks in between, go ahead and take the breaks you need. Inhale, opening the arms out and up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands on the front of your legs, long spine, look forward, belly in. Exhale, release down. Inhale, press into the soles of the feet, sweeping all the way up, nice and long. Exhale, release all the way down. Hands in prayer position in front of the heart. You can close your eyes for a moment. Ask yourself, how am I doing right now? Am I present? Am I allowing this Hatha Yoga Anushanasana to slowly become part of me? Am I getting distracted? And if I am distracted by my busy mind, then it's okay. I just know I have the power of the breath to bring the mind back to the present, to the now. And then slowly release the hands down. And I would like to do one exercise called the breath of joy. And this is really good to get us going. So it's good to warm up the body. It's good to do first thing in the morning or anytime you feel you need a bit more of energy. The way this works is we're breathing in 3 parts. So imagine the breath is like water. So you're sipping the first sip of water is the first part of the inhale. And then the second sip of water is again another one, third sip of water. That's the last one. So you're breathing in 3 parts without breaks. So it goes like this. And then you're breathing out through the mouth. I will demonstrate it to you. You might not straight away get it. It might take a few rounds, or you might want to practice on your own. Whatever you do, don't strain the breath. Whenever you need to breathe out, you have the capacity to breathe out when you want to. I'm just going to show you how it works in practice with the body. So you bring the feet. You can stay on the top of your mat and just stay forward so you can see me. Feet are parallel, about hip width apart, or maybe a little bit wider. The spine is nice and long. The tailbone is pointing down. So you have this lovely alignment to begin with. And then on the inhale, this is, remember, 3 parts inhale, like sips of breath. So the first part of the inhale goes like this. The second part like this. And the third part like this. And then you're breathing out through the mouth with a, so it goes like this. So the palms are facing like one another, they're facing up, and then you're facing each other up, and then you release. You can even let go with the head looking down. You do about 8 or 10 rounds. The last one. Really let go here. And then inhale, lift the arms all the way up like you're opening to the sun, gentle back bend. And then exhale, circle the arms all the way back. Stay for a moment, close your eyes. You can bend the elbows with the palms facing up, elbows to your side. Breathe deeply here. Keep breathing, breathing. Normally in and out through the nose if you can, mouth if you need to. So this is where you allow everything to calm down again. And then let your arms rest at your sides, your Tadasana pose. So we've been raising our heartbeats, the breathing as well as being kind of exercise if you want. And now we're calming everything down. So this is one of the things that yoga does, doesn't it? Is allowing us to self-regulate, up-regulate and down-regulate. So up-regulate is when we get ready for to do more active things in our lives with the breath a little faster, and down-regulate is when we slow the breath down, ready to relax and calm ourselves down. So well done for doing that with me. Hope you enjoy that. Now open your right foot out to the side, so the toes are pointing to the short edge of the mat in the middle, and then the left leg, bring it back. We're preparing for warrior two. You probably guessed this already. So the foot is at an angle and the toes are pointing out to the side. Both legs are straight for the moment, or semi-bent, the front leg. When you feel ready to bend the front knee, the right knee, make sure that you bend the knee just above the ankle, and that knee doesn't collapse in. So you want the knee to track the second and third toe of your front foot. And then open as wide as is comfortable for you, mindful that you want to keep your tailbone pointing down, your belly in, spreading your chest. And then on an inhale, lift the arms about like a big V. And you can stay here if you want. This is very accessible to most people. If you're sitting down, you can always move the legs to one side and still do the exercise. Breathe here. And then if you want to do the full pose, let your palms face down and the hands in line with the shoulders. This is your warrior two. And you can move a little bit in and out of this if you want for a little bit to check how you're doing with this pose. And then spread your arms even longer if you can. The front leg, the thigh almost parallel with the floor if possible. Most important though, keep the back leg really active, a bit more weight on the back foot. Anytime you need to rest, you go ahead and rest. On an inhale, lift the right arm up, the left hand on the back leg, and exhale, keep bending the right knee for reverse warrior. This is a strong pose. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, right elbow to right knee for extended side angle. You can keep this arm up, or you can bring it all the way on top of your head, belly button in, tailbone pointing towards your back heel. That's it. Now we flow just a few times, inhaling back and exhaling, soft arms, spreading your wings forward. Last one, inhale and exhale. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, let your hands come down to the side. Pivot to the right foot in. So now you have both feet facing one another. Stay for a moment. Check with your breath. Check with your alignment. And then open the toes out and the heels in, and bring the hands on top of your legs. Just this you can do from sitting down as well, on top of your knees. The thumbs are facing back, the back of the room. The other fingers are forwards. Inhale, open the chest, spread your collarbones, and then exhale, right shoulder comes a little in. That's it. Beautiful. Yes, well done, everybody. Inhale back into the center. Exhale, try with the other shoulder, with the left shoulder this time, into the center. Strong through your legs. Inhale. This time we're going to add a little twist. Exhale, right shoulder in. Start to turn your face towards the left side. Keep twisting, engage the belly button until you can twist no more. Inhale back into the center. We're almost done. The last one, I know. Exhale, left shoulder in, gaze towards the right side. Beautiful, beautiful exercise for the shoulders, this is. Inhale in the center, exhale. Oh, let's straighten the knees for a moment. Breathe. Remember, we go back to the self-regulation. Only you know how far you can work and how far you can go. So pace yourself, please. When you feel ready, turn the left toes out, the left foot out, the right foot in. We are doing the warrior two on the other side. When you're ready, start to bend the left knee so it's above your left ankle. Adjust your stance so you have space without feeling too compromised with your balance. Try to shift in the middle. So the tendency sometimes is to be carried forward with this front leg. So bring your torso back into the center, belly button in, tailbone down, soft chest, shoulders relax. Inhale, lift the arms up, spread your wings. Maybe you can flutter your fingers a little bit here. And then if you want to, you can always soften into the pose. And then turning your gaze towards your left hand. Keep pressing to the outer edge of the back foot so that you can lift the inner arch. Feel the strength of the back leg. Keep pressing the feet down onto the ground like the roots of a plant. And then on an inhale, right hand on the back leg, left hand lifts all the way up like you're drawing a rainbow into the sky. And this is your side bend. Exhale here for a moment. And then on the next inhale, move forwards and exhale. We're doing in two parts of breath here. You can stay here, or you can cascade the arm all the way above your ear. And then let's flow with this. Inhaling back bending, exhaling. Try to keep the knee nice and strong. Don't let it collapse in. Last one. Inhale, strong core here. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. You can straighten the leg as you turn back into your center one more time. And then you can bring the hands on your waist. Lengthen the spine. Open the chest, elbows pointing up. You can micro bend the knees and even bring the toes a little bit more in and the heels slightly out if that helps with supporting. Lift all the way up on the inhale, and then exhale, start to cascade forwards. Take your time. So you're coming forwards, and if you can reach the ground, that's great. Otherwise, you can hold on to the sides of your legs. Breathing, opening, and then you can bring the hands a little forwards, walking, like we did when we're sitting down, checking that your legs are still nice and strong. Your chest is open, feeling the strength and the power of your legs in this pose. Stay 5, 4, lengthening the spine, spreading the shoulder blades, and 1. Beautiful work. Come back with your hands just under the shoulders, and then bring the palms of the hands like 2 butterflies like this, so the fingers are pointing out. And then inhale, lift the right arm up, left one stays down. You can look up or stay looking down. Exhale the arm down. Try the other side. Inhaling, lifting. You can twist the torso, look up if you want, or look down if you're feeling dizzy. Exhaling down. Couple more times. Last one. Now really press the feet firmly down. You can micro bend the knees. Bring the hands on your waist. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look down, elbows point slightly back and up. Exhale, keep, lift, lift, lift. Take your time, take your time. And when you get here, just stay for a moment. Straighten the legs, so maybe you can make them a bit closer, but stay for a moment. Go back to the regulation of the breath. Listen to how you're feeling in this moment. Very good work, everybody. That was excellent. Very good. Since we are already in this pose, you don't have to have the legs super wide, but just wide enough to give yourself space. Open the toes out to the side one more time and bending the knees. Prepare it. Inhaling, lifting all the way up. Exhaling, bring like you are pressing the air down in front of you. Exhale all the way down. This is like squatting, but it's easier to access squatting like this. Inhaling up, exhale, hands in front of the heart, coming all the way down. Feel how beautiful, soft this pose is, this movement. Exhale. Inhale. Can you hold the inhale at the very top for a count of 1? And then exhale the air out. And again, try again. Inhale, lift, hold the breath all the way up, count of 1 or 2. Exhale down. And let the air out and stay out for a count of 1 or 2. So this is retention at the end of the exhale. Try again. Inhale, lift. Hold the breath. 2. Exhale down. Hold the breath out. 2. And then inhale. Good work. Hands on your thighs and just turn towards the top of your mat. One hand on your heart, one on your belly. Eyes closed. Feet strong. Remember, at the beginning of the class, I asked you to set an intention. So just check that you are still holding to that intention, that you're being true to your intention, to your own self. And then slowly blinking the eyes open. We're going to go all the way down to the floor. So you can come down with me or you can find your own way to the floor. If you want to come with me, you're inhaling, lifting the arms all the way up. Exhale, spreading the wings out. Uttanasana. Release the head, release the neck. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, long back, belly in. Exhaling, bending the knees, coming all the way down. So bend the knees here. And then slowly let your bottom touch the ground. We're doing another active pose. So here I'm going to give you lots of variations so most people can do this. So you're on your tiptoes on the ground and your heels are up. I'm just going to lower my screen a bit more so you can see better. So you're preparing for Navasana, both pose. You probably have guessed this already. Just a moment. Okay, this should be okay now. Perfect. So Navasana is a great asana for our abdominal core. We all need to strengthen our abdominal muscles, not just for the physicality of it, but also because strong core means it helps us with courage as well in our life, in our decision making, and just facing whatever life throws at us. So you're on your tiptoes, heels are up. You can hold on to the backs of your knees with your hands, and the chest is open, the shoulders are down the back, you're looking straight forward. This is part 1, this is preparation. From here, you can lift one leg up. That's it. Well done. Down. Point to the toes and up the other leg and down. Do this a few times to warm up the joints. Go slow. You're going to do some more, so don't go too fast. One more on the other leg. Now, from here, if you need to take a pause, take a pause. I'm going to demonstrate what we're doing next. Try to lift both legs up, even just a few inches. Maybe you can lift them until the bottom legs are parallel to the floor and then bring them down. And you can do this a few times, oiling the joints. We all need to keep our joints lubricated. So it's so important, especially when the weather is cold. Do a few more if you can. And then give yourself a rest, placing both heels down, hug your knees. We haven't quite done, but this is a nice moment to take a break and stretch your spine nice and long. Breathing. And then we go again. So bring the hands behind your knees. Open the chest, shoulders down the back, nice tall spine, glutes firmly down. And then lift one leg, maybe another. And then if you can, try and lift maybe one and the other all the way up. And then all the way down. And you're inhaling and exhaling. Try your very best not to collapse too far back with your spine. Instead, try to press your belly against your thighs. You can do just one leg, that's absolutely fine. And then the last one, and come all the way down, well down. Once more, hug your knees. Really lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders, move the neck from side to side. You're doing very, very good there. One more breath to prepare. Now, the last version of this is a little bit tougher, so just do the best you can, or you can keep going back to this kind of version with one leg and then the other. That's absolutely fine, or both legs. Okay, so if you're ready to come with me, let's try it together. So with this one, instead of having the hands at the back of the knees, we're gonna keep the hands on top of the knees. So inhaling, lifting, exhaling down. So you're not holding on to your legs so much. That's a bit tougher. Try a few times. And then if you want, try and come all the way up and hold wherever you are with the palms forwards and up, and stay wherever you are. Bring the belly button in. 5, 4. This is the last one. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Place the heels down. Hug your knees. Say, well done, knees. Well done, core muscles. I know. That was very, very good work. Breathe deeply here. And now, bending the knees and opening the feet as wide as your mat with the hands behind you, fingers pointing back. Just windshield legs one side, stretching the side, and then the other side. Breathing deeply. You can do this also sitting on a chair. You can just move your legs from side to side. You can even turn in your chair from one side to the other if you wish. That's it, well done. So we're taking a little break in a moment. So you can rest in your favorite pose, whichever one it is, cross-legged, legs in front of you, lie down. I'm just gonna talk for a moment and then we're gonna do a couple more exercises and we're done, I think, for today. So at the beginning of class, I was telling you about the liver. So the liver and the gallbladder on the right side of the body, they are associated with spring, with the season of spring. And those organs also have corresponding meridians, which are energy lines inside the body. And today we're gonna trace, so I can show you where they are. You can trace them with me if you want. So the liver, just a couple of words, the liver helps us in so many ways. But one of the main role of the liver is to store blood, vitamins, minerals. It helps us on a physical level. It helps us to obviously maintain the well-being, because if we don't absorb the vitamins and the goodness of the food, then we get stuck in terms of health, really. So it's such an important organ, the liver. And then also is involved in the production of bile. And the gallbladder, which sits just next to it, the gallbladder is involved with secretion of and storing of bile, and also with the processing of fat. That's why when you have the gallbladder, some people have the gallbladder removed by surgery. Often those people have to be careful what they eat. Normally the doctors say avoid too much fatty foods, because you don't have the gallbladder to help you process the fatty foods. So those are the two organs and their functions in a nutshell. They have many other functions, of course. But one important part is also the energetic part. The liver is associated with anger as well. So if we have liver problems or gallbladder problems, often we may feel sensations of frustrations and anger or resentment. Also, if we have insufficiency of liver function, gallbladder, we might actually go the other way, where we get very insular, very timid, not able to make decisions. We can get very dry skin and hair, and things like headaches. So those are obviously incredibly important organs. In terms of the meridian lines, we're going to trace them together. So the liver meridian lines run from the outside, from your big toes, then they come all the way into the inner legs, inner legs, all the way up and flare up just under the armpits. So from the big toes on the inside, all the way up, the torso, and then finish over here. That's it. One more time. Let's do it together. Big sweep all the way up from the big toes and all the way up. Beautiful. Now the gallbladder runs from the outside of your eyes, so just the outer edges of the eyes, all around the ears, and then it goes down the back of the neck, down the shoulder blades, all the way down the back of the legs. So we do it again from the outer edges of the eyes, all the way around the ears, down shoulder blades, down the back, the glutes, and all the way down the backs of the legs and down into the feet. One more time, with a big sweep, and all the way down. So this is the gallbladder. The gallbladder is the back part of the body, if you want to think about it like that, and the liver is the front part of the body. So today we've done quite a bit to stretch. When you think back about the exercises we've done today, we've been stretching and strengthening those energy lines. We're going to do a little bit more, and we're going to do it with a pose that I really love. I don't often do this with you, but it's called Pigeon Pose. We're going to do just half pigeon because it's more accessible. So what you're doing, bend both knees to begin with. Start with the way we started a moment ago, with your hands behind, fingers behind you, both knees bent. Now windshield the knees once and twice, just to prepare the body, and then keep the right knee bent. So the right knee is bent. The left knee you're bringing behind you, and then the sole of the right foot is going to be on top of the left thigh. So this is half pigeon. You're making practically 90-degree angle with both knees. One is forward, the right one is forward, the left one is behind you, and the toes are pointing back. Okay, everybody's okay with this? Yes, okay, good. So if ever you need to ask questions, you can always unmute yourself for a moment if it's an important question, because I'd rather you ask and, instead of being confused about the pose. So now you're turning your torso towards your right knee, both hands either side of that folded right knee. So this is half pigeon or 90-90, because your knees are about 90-degree angles. Inhale, open the chest, look slightly up. Exhale, start to come forwards on the finger pads, releasing the belly against your thigh. And then you can perhaps, if you have the ability, you can bring the forearms down, or you can always stay up on your finger pads. Breathing here. 5, either version is good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful, well done. If you can, come a little further down. Maybe the forehead can touch the floor. Maybe you can make fists with both hands to allow the forehead to touch the floor. So this is the folded pigeon. Stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And then Coming on your forearms, if you can, or with, up on your hands. If you can come on your forearms, would be ideal. Start to gently turn yourself towards your left side, so towards the foot that you can see. So both hands are now in front of you. You can see your hands, your elbows are down. You can always come up if that's too much for you. And stay here, 5, 4. This is a twist of the energy lines of the gallbladder, which we've just been seeing today. And then slowly come back into the center. Come up on both hands this time. So your arms are straight and you're looking forward. You're now slowly going to twist towards your right side. So take your time so that your left hand will be in line with your right knee and the right hand roughly in line with your right hip. You're twisting, looking to the right, over your right shoulder. Do your best to twist here, relax the shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come back into the center. Well done. We're now going to twist to the other side, so you can do it with me this way. It's nice and simple. You just look from here to here. Adjust as you need to. Check that your torso is turned towards, now facing the left knee, bent knee. Once more, just come back in the middle so you can see me better. Once more, the invitation is to bring the hands forwards and spreading the fingers and stay here for a moment. Check how you're doing. Extend, or you can come down on your forearms. Either way, commit to one of those two. They're both good. Open the chest, shoulders down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. And now, if you can come down a little more, do your best. Otherwise, you stay in the same position. And if you can, let your forehead rest down on the ground or one fist on top of the other. Close your eyes, relax your back completely, stay present. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly opening the eyes, looking forwards, and then start to twist. Try to come on both forearms if you can, and then you can come towards the right side, so towards the foot you can see, and you can stay here, twisting, stimulating the digestive tract and the liver and the gallbladder. Relax the shoulders and the face. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into the center, almost there. And then come up on your hands. So you're extending your arms nice and straight. And then start to turn towards your left side until your left hand is in line with your left hip and the right hand is in line with your left knee. Twist towards the left, look left, stimulating the descending column as well on this side. Breathe. 5, 4, 3. Breathe into your liver, into your gallbladder, and 1. Coming back into the center. Extend for a moment. Well done. And now come back into your middle and bring the soles of the feet together, cobbler pose. From this pose, take a moment to extend the spine. Hold on to your shins. You remember we've done cat cows before. Let's try and do cat cows from here. So inhaling, coming forward, also opening the knees a bit with the elbows as we go, and exhaling, rounding the spine, coming back, belly in, looking down. Inhale, extend. That's it. Exhale, cut back. That's it. So you're using the energy of your hands on your shins to accentuate this movement, to wave your spine. Nice big inhale, completely release on the exhale, couple more. Come back into your center. Take an inhale. Maybe you can grab hold of both feet, or maybe you can stay with the hands on your shins, whatever you can reach. Inhaling, looking up. Exhale, fold forward and release. Let go completely. Stay, breathe. Allow the eyes to close and really feel this sense of Hatha Yoga Anushanasana. You're practicing presence so that you can give presence to others. This is one of the best gifts we can give to anyone, our complete presence, so that when we listen, we're totally listening. When we're cooking, we're totally cooking. When we are sleeping, hopefully we're totally sleeping. We're bringing more and more presence into our lives, into the lives of others. And then slowly blinking the eyes open, shoulders rounding, belly in, come all the way up. Like if you're closing a book, both hands under your knees, closing your knees, and gently flopping the legs from side to side. You're done so well today. Well done, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your yoga. We are almost there. And then extend the legs nice and long for a moment. You've had your knees folded for quite a long time. So extend the legs. Flex the feet. Bring the baby toe a little in and the big toe out so that you can have the feet parallel. In and lift the arms all the way up. Lift from the side body into the armpits. Belly in, exhale. Like you want to hold on to something, you want to grab something rather. So really extend through the spine. The spine is long, it's not, don't hurry about placing the knee to your nose towards the legs. You just want to extend forwards. Keep lengthening the spine, reach, 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 and then let go. Let your hands land wherever they may land. Can be your feet, can be your sides of the legs, the floor. Close your eyes, breathe. 5, 4, 3. Keep lengthening the spine. 2, 1. Slowly come all the way up. Come to seated. I'm going to finish off on the ground, but before we go on the ground, maybe we can do Nadi Shodhana. So you can come cross-legged. You can support your hips with a cushion if you want. If your nose is a little, like if you got sinusitis or you have a bit of a cold, you might need to use a tissue. So grab hold of a tissue if you want. Have a sip of water if you need a sip of water. This is a perfect moment for a little break if you need it. And then come seated in your favorite pose, whichever one that might be, cross-legged, Siddhasana, on a chair. It doesn't matter. Wherever you are, you're welcome. Left hand stays down. You can take a Gyan Mudra and rest the hand down on your knee. You're using, you know this already, I'm sure. You can fold the index and the middle finger into the palm of your hand, or you can place it between your eyebrows on the third eye center to connect with your Agya chakra. And then you're using the right thumb to close the right nostril and the ring finger to close the left nostril. Okay, this is Nadi Shodhana. I'm going to practice it with a bit of breath retention. So I'm going to guide you through this. Just practice and see if you like it. Otherwise, find your own version of it. Okay, so just prepare. Choose either fingers on the forehead or fingers on your palm. Then close the right nostril with your right thumb, sorry. Take an inhale through the left nostril. Close the left nostril with your ring. Exhale through the right, lift the thumb. In through the right. Close right. Lift, ring finger, breathe out through the left. So that was one round.
Inhale through the left with added retention now. Hold the breath in for a count of 1 if you can, and then breathe out through the right. Inhale through the right. Hold the breath in if you can for a count of 1. Out through the left. Again, in left. Hold the breath in, count of 1 or 2. Out through the right. Holding the breath out, 1. Then inhale through the right. Close, hold the breath in, 1 or 2. Out left. Holding the breath out. And then in through the left. Close left. Hold. Out right. Last one. Hold the breath out. And then in through the right. Close, hold. Out through the left. Actually, we do a couple more in silence because I think we need some silence. So do at your own pace. We finish off breathing out through the left. I'll go one more round to my counting. Whenever you finish, quietly place the right hand down, take a Gyan Mudra, eyes closed, attention deeply inwards. Breathing deeply in and out through both nostrils. Can you hear the beautiful soft sound of your own breathing? It's like the breath is massaging the lungs. The front of the lungs, the sides, the back of the lungs, the tops and the bottoms. So breathe deeply here. Notice whatever you feel. If you feel a sense of clarity around your nose, around your sinuses, maybe even in your head, in your eyes, in your whole being. This is the power of the breath of pranayama. I'm going to do one more practice before we lie down. This is called, it's a kriya, it's not just a pranayama, and it's Sudarshan Kriya 3. So the way this works, you probably know this already, but if you don't, I'll run you through this, and I'll show you, do a demo right now. So I'm closing my right nostril with the right thumb, and then placing the index and the middle fingers in the middle of the third eye center. The other 2 fingers are free. So I'm inhaling through the left, placing the hand down, holding the breath in, and as I do, I pump the belly, the lower part of the belly, maybe about 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I am breathing out by closing the left nostril, breathing out through the right, breathing all the air out, and then again breathing in through the same right nostril, holding the air at the very top, lowering the hand and pumping the lower abdominal muscles 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not too strong, just enough to feel it. And then exhaling the air out through the left by closing the right nostril. So if you're ready to join me, we can do this together. If you think pumping the belly is too much 7 times, just do it 2 or 3 times. So you can, it's like a dial, you can turn it up or down. So you can just adjust it according to your medical history, how you're feeling, what you want to do. Okay, I'm gonna guide you through this to the count of 7. You can do 5, 4, 3, 2, whatever. So close your right nostril, relax the left hand, lengthen the spine, close the right nostril, breathe in through the left. Hold the breath deep inside the body, lower the right hands down and pump the navel 7 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Close the left nostril with the ring finger, breathe out through the right nostril. Breathe all the air out. Sorry, I should have said this. Breathe all the air out, relax the hand down and pump the belly 7 times or whatever you want to use. Again, breathing in through the left to the right nostril, all the way up through the right nostril. All the air in, lower right hand, pump navel 7 times. Close right nostril with the right tongue. Breathe out through the left, all the way out. Squeeze all the air out, lower the right hand, pump navel 7 times. And now again, inhale through the left. All the breath in, lower the right hand, pump navel 7. And now close the left nostril, out through the right, all the breath out. Once you squeeze all the breath out, release the hand down, hold the breath out, pump navel 7. Attention is to the third eye center between your eyebrows. So whenever you put your fingers back up into the third eye center, your eyes roll up to that third eye, breathing in through the right. Hand down, thumb navel 7 times. Gaze up to the third eye center. Close right nostril, breathe out through the left. Lower hand, pump navel. In through the left. Hand down, pump navel. Out through right, the last cycle. Breath out, hold it out, hand down. In through the right. Hold the breath into the body, pump, navel. Last one. Out through the left. Hand down, pump navel. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Breathe deeply through both nostrils. Stay inwards. Don't be tempted to get distracted, to follow any narrative inside your mind, any criticism. Just stay absolutely present. Notice how you're feeling in this moment. This is a powerful, powerful Kriya. Now, as quietly as possible, maybe just open the eyes enough to safely lie down on the floor, if you can lie down, otherwise you sit comfortably on your chair. Maybe place a cushion behind your back. And then if you come and lying down with me, make sure you don't distract yourself. Don't look too much. There's not much to see. Lower yourself. Maybe you can have a blanket, a cushion for under your knees or under your head. You can hug the knees towards the chest if you're lying down, and then just relax the length of the spine against the floor. Gentle compression of the whole of the back. You can also place the hands on your knees. Eyes can stay closed. Breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Mouth, if you need to, making circles with your knees, one way and the other. You can make circles if you're sitting on a chair as well, with your knees. You can stretch the legs nice and tall, like the soles of the feet are pressing the ceiling away from you. For this version of Viparita Karani, if you're sitting on a chair, you can stretch the legs out in front of you. Hands can be down on your side. Keep pressing through the heels of the feet. Breathing, letting the fluids, the lymphatic fluids, flow down the opposite way, releasing pressure in your legs. This can be really good for most people. If you have particular health conditions, you probably need to check with the doctor to make sure that you can hold this for long periods of time. Some heart conditions, they say this is not so good necessarily. So like everything else, we need to use our discretion, discrimination, and check with the medical or healthcare professionals if we're not sure. And then bending the knees once more. If you are lying down on the ground, you can take a gentle twist, bringing both knees onto the right side, one on top of the other, and then extending the arms out like a big T, turning the head perhaps to the left, or head can stay in the middle if you have neck issues. You can take this twist seated as well. You can twist, turn your knees to one side and turn the torso to the other. Gently compressing the ascending portion of the colon of the intestine, and thus stimulating the digestive organs. Also on the right side, of course, we know we have the liver and the gallbladder, so we're stimulating those organs here. And then coming back into the center, moving the knees to the other side, maybe shifting the hips a little bit to the right as you let your knees come to the left. Head can stay in the center, or if your neck allows, you can turn towards the extended right arm. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Begin to lengthen the exhale. So take a nice inhale. Make the exhale longer. Maybe even double than inhale. So again, inhaling. Exhale, long, long, long breath out. Seeing how this exhalation is massaging the body into a total relaxation. Knowing that this twist on this side is now stimulating the descending portion of the colon. So we are really aiding our digestive system here. And not just that, we're also helping with stress. So you're doing an excellent work for yourself today. And tell yourself, well done for finding this time to practice. And then slowly coming back into the center, hugging the knees one more time. Squeezing down. And then bring both soles of the feet down. making sure that your hips are just behind your heels, and then you can stay either with wide feet and knees knocking against one another. If you're lying down, the arms open, palms up. If you prefer, you can take the cobbler pose like we did before, soles of the feet together, knees falling out to the side. You might need to place a couple of cushions under your knees to support the opening, or you can take the traditional Shavasana with your legs nice and long and the feet opening out to the side. Make sure you have a blanket, make sure you got everything you need. Keep breathing out a little bit longer than you're breathing in. So you're gonna stay in this pose for a little bit. And after the next exhalation, let go of your Ujjayi Pranayam. Allow the breath to be totally natural. So whether you're seated or lying down, if you can stay lying down, that would be great. It's one of the ultimate ways to relax. But if you need to sit down on your chair or on your cushion, you go ahead and do that, but don't distract the mind. Have your eyes closed, or at the very least, the eyes lowered down. So don't look at the screen, there is nothing to see. Keep your attention deeply inwards. This is the time when you are receiving the benefits of your yoga practice. Let your lungs receive the breath. Feel how easily the breath lifts and falls, expands on the inhalation and gently falls down on the exhalation. Let the breath just be completely natural. Allow your body to spread a little deeper, to sink a little deeper into the ground. So even if you're sitting, just feel the backs of the legs. If you're on a chair, you might feel the soles of the feet, feel the glutes sinking deeper and deeper onto the surface. Allowing gravity, receiving gravity. Feeling the weight of your body supported by Mother Earth. Feeling all the points in contact with the ground becoming heavier and heavier. And then allowing the front of the body to sink into the heaviness of the back body. Feeling the heaviness of your eyeballs, dropping deeper and deeper into the eye sockets. Like 2 pebbles dropped into 2 lakes. Don't allow anything to distract you. Keep your attention deeply inwards. This is the power of the self-regulation. Noises, words, thoughts, they come and they go. Sensations in the body, feelings, They come and they go. Your presence remains. Atta Yoga Anushanasana. Yoga is now. Let those words sink deep, deep into your being. Slowly begin to deepen your breath and turn your attention to a spot on your belly, about 3 fingers width below the belly button, and where our attention goes, our energy flows. So imagine bringing all the energy, all the residue of the energy you have created in your yoga practice today. Imagine bringing all the energy and storing it deep, deep into your abdominal area, 3 fingers below the belly button. So you can use this energy when you need it throughout the day. And slowly begin to bring a little movement through fingers and toes, wiggling, moving. When you feel ready, begin to bend the knees and turn to one side, keeping the eyes still closed. Take a breath here. Let it go. And as calmly as possible, with the eyes maybe semi-open or closed if it's safe, push yourself up to a seated position, exactly as we started. Once you're seated, elevate your hips, close your eyes, lengthen the spine. Bringing the hands in prayer position in front of the heart center. We dedicate the practice, the merits of our practice for the benefits of all living beings. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. May all beings find liberation. And we prepare to sing Om 3 times to seal our practice. So we inhale and then we begin the chanting. Om. Om. Oh. With an open mind and an open heart, I salute you and thank you. Namaste.
Om Patrizia, from PYPT family. Thank you very much. That's a lovely session. I think we all enjoyed it. Om, have a lovely day. Just do a finish up with a quick prayer. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all enjoy prosperity. May none suffer. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let me just mute myself. Let me just stop the live show and stop the recording.